48 The teachings of the Lord of the Second Coming. 3.1.2.3 Isaac's position and his symbolic offering in the sight of God. It was explained earlier that although Abraham's symbolic offering ended in failure, there remained some grounds in the principle for the foundation for the Messiah to be established centered on him. Yet since he had failed to fulfill his responsibility, Abraham was not qualified to repeat the symbolic offering himself. 62 Somehow, God had to find a way to regard Abraham as though he had not failed in the symbolic offering, or caused the prolongation of the providence. To achieve this, God commanded Abraham to offer Isaac as a burnt offering. God had previously promised Abraham that he would raise up a chosen people from the lineage of Isaac. Behold, the word of the Lord came to him. Your own son shall be your heir. And he brought him outside and said, Look toward heaven, and number the stars, if you are able to number them. Then he said to him, So shall your descendants be. Gen. 154-5. When Abraham was prepared to slay his son, even the son of the promise, he demonstrated utmost loyalty to heaven. This act of faith was tantamount to Abraham killing himself, a self which had been defiled by Satan, due to his earlier failure in the symbolic offering. Accordingly, when God saved Isaac from death, Abraham was also resurrected to life, now loosed from all the ties with which Satan had bound him when his symbolic offering was defiled. Furthermore, Abraham and Isaac attained inseparable oneness in their fidelity to God's will. Though Isaac and Abraham were two different individuals, when God brought them back to life, they became as one person in the sight of God. Even though the dispensation through Abraham had failed, and was prolonged through Isaac, as long as Isaac succeeded, Isaac's victory would become Abraham's own victory. Therefore, God would be able to regard Abraham as not having failed, and the dispensation as not having been prolonged. It is not clear how old Isaac was when Abraham offered the boy as a sacrifice. He was old enough to carry the wood for the sacrifice. 63. And when he saw there was no lamb to be offered, he inquired of his father about it. 64 Isaac was apparently old enough to understand his father's intentions. We can infer that he helped his father, even though he knew that his father was preparing to offer him as the sacrifice. If Isaac had resisted his father's attempt to offer him as a sacrifice,